Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I am going to be comparing two facial self tanners. So today's are going to be the Salty Face Tanning Water for Face in medium to dark and the Loving Tan Purest Face Tanning Serum in dark. I have been really obsessed with both of these, so I wanted to try both of them out, just like one on one side, one on the other side, see which one I prefer. And I know both of these are very popular right now just in general, so I thought it would be fun to compare and see which one I think is more worth your money. So before we get started, please give this a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much if you do, but if you want to see me compare these two, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay, so just getting right into it as usual, I'm just gonna read the details on both of these and then we're gonna try one on one side, one on the other side, let them sit, and then we're gonna see just like the end result, what's better about both, all that fun stuff. So the first one I have pulled up is Salty Face. It is their tanning water, goes for $44, so it's definitely up there in price. It says, designed for use on your face, our clean formula feels like water and is friendly to sensitive skin. The tan develops gradually and seamlessly, a non-intimidating formula for beginners. Added botanical extracts hydrate your skin for a natural summer-like glow. It's vegan, cruelty-free, good for all skin types, sustainable packaging, acne safe, and sulfate free. And then you could choose between their light to medium and their medium to dark. Obviously I went with medium to dark. And then for the how to use, you would just add a few drops and then it just says no need to rinse. So it's supposed to hydrate and soothe, skin protector against environmental stressors. All sounds very nice. And then the Loving Tan Purest Tanning Serum. This one is $32.95, so you're saving like $12 on this versus the Salty Face. Also, Salty Face is 1.8 fluid ounces. Loving Tan is 1 fluid ounce. So you get less product in here, but it's also $12 less expensive. This is also in their shade dark, so they have a medium and they have a dark, pretty much the same thing with both products. And then for this one, it says vegan, clean ingredients, created specifically for your face and décolleté. Loving Tan's Purest Face Tanning Serum is formulated with 97% organic and naturally derived ingredients to provide you with a flawless, natural looking tan. It's a gentle formulation specifically designed, oh, I said that. Sorry. Formulated with a hydrating base and vitamin-rich antioxidants, including aloe vera leaf juice, cocoa, chamomile flower, and elderflower extracts to leave your complexion looking and feeling its best. Contains an instant bronzer, fast absorbing. And then the how to use on this one, obviously you would like squeeze some out into your hands and then wait. And then this one doesn't have like a specific time you need to wait either, so I'll probably just leave both of them on overnight as usual. So those are the descriptions. Other big difference, obviously, this one is like a serum, so it's very watery. You squeeze it out into your hand or whatever, and it literally feels like a water or a serum. This one feels a little bit thicker. It's more of like a lotion-y consistency. I know it says serum, but to me it's more like a cream kind of consistency. I don't know yet which one I like more. I feel like I tend to gravitate towards this kind of a product because it's like less messy, it's super quick, and I like the feeling of a cream. It's very hydrating. But we'll see. I don't know. Packaging wise, I do prefer the Salty Face one because this packaging is insanely beautiful. Like, I know it's simple at the same time, but it is beautiful. I love the amber glass. I love just like the simple white. I love the dropper, everything. This packaging I also really love. I just prefer Salty Face. So that's all I've got for right now. So we could start applying. I'm gonna do Salty Face on my left, Loving Tan on my right, and then we're gonna see what happens. We'll talk details right after, so let's get started. Okay guys, so I know I look a little bit crazy right now. I forgot to mention it when I was reading their descriptions, but obviously the Salty Face one is a clear color, and then the Purest by Loving Tan was tinted. So this one looks exactly the same as before. This one has a slight tint to it. So there's definitely a color difference between the two just right off the bat. And honestly, this one is subtle, so I don't mind it. Some of like the tinted facial self tanners can be a little bit crazy looking just right from the beginning, but this one is subtle, so I don't mind it. I like that it like gets darker and darker as the day goes by, or the night, whatever. The Salty Face one is clear. Typically I prefer clear self tanners specifically for the face, just because it's a smaller area. Obviously you're not missing any spots, and I just like that it develops later on. But this one, again, I like the tint that it gave, and I think it looks really natural and looks good, so I can't complain. Smell wise, not a fan of the way the Salty Face one smells. It like has a weird like sour cream smell, and I don't love that. The Loving Tan one just smells like almost like nothing, but it has a little bit of that Loving Tan like smell to it. I've obviously tried and used both of these, so I know like the smell doesn't stay around for both of them, so that's a good thing. They both feel good. Now that they're on my face, they pretty much feel exactly the same. The Salty Face one, like I said, was just very watery, and that can get kind of messy. Like it like slips through your fingertips and everything, so you have to be careful. The Loving Tan one, it doesn't move, so you have a little bit more room to just like do what you gotta do with it. But the Loving Tan one does leave your hand stained, so you have to wash your hands like immediately after applying, or they will stay orange, and I have made that mistake multiple times, so just be aware of that. Overall, right now, there's things that I like and don't like about both of them, so I'm a little bit torn. Like, I'm really excited to see what they both look like tomorrow morning and see which one I think is more worth it, because I love both of these. So I'm gonna sleep on these, and then tomorrow once I wake up, wash it off and everything, I'll come back, show you guys the final result, and let you know which one I think is more worth your money. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I'm back. It's the next day, and here is how my face tan looks. Both of them look pretty similar, I would say. Like, just looking at my face, and I feel like I say this almost every time, but I feel like it literally looks like I have one self tanner on my face. It does not look like there's two different ones pretty much at all. With that being said though, like looking super closely, I do think the Salty Face side on my left does look like the tiniest bit darker than the Loving Tan side on my right. I don't know if you guys see the same thing that I'm seeing, but that's just like what I could see from looking very closely at it. So I will say the Salty Face one does give you a tiny bit more color, but I do think both of them look really beautiful. They both look really natural. No splotchiness, no patchiness, like both just really good self tanners. Other than that, when it comes to which one I think is more worth it, both felt pretty much the same last night, so no big difference there either. I think I like the way that the Loving Tan one feels a little bit better, just because with the Salty Face one, it was so watery that it was like slipping through my fingers, so it was making a little bit more of a mess. But at the same time, the Loving Tan one, since it is tinted, you have to be like super careful to wash your hands like right away, or they will be stained and you'll have orange palms. So that's just like an extra thing that you have to think about a little bit more. Obviously the same thing would happen with the Salty Face one, but I feel like with like the clear facial self tanners, if I've left it on a little bit longer while I like finish up filming and then go wash my hands, it's fine. With the Loving Tan one, if you just wait a little bit too long, it's like no good. Your hands will definitely show it. So that's the only thing. But other than that, they're really pretty much the same, to be honest. I think I would say if you're someone that loves to wear self-tanner at home and you don't plan on like going out anywhere while you have self-tanner like marinating on your skin, go with the Loving Tan because it does give you like a tint to your face. So I don't know how much you guys enjoy that or not. So that one I think is more for like stay at home kind of thing. And then the Salty Face one is clear, so you can just like throw it on and then go run errands or do whatever you need to do and you just won't be able to tell. They're both amazing though. Obviously the Salty Face one's more expensive, but you do get more product in there too. I don't know which one I like more, you guys, honestly. I'm gonna say it's a tie. I know that sounds so bad because I literally cannot decide. I love them both. Obviously, I know I said the Salty Face one looks like it gave me like a tiny bit more color, but when it comes down to it, like there's so many things that I equally like and dislike about both of them that I feel like I love them equally for different things, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like Loving Tan would be perfect for, which I pretty much do all the time, but if I'm like self-tanning and then I'm just staying home, putting my PJs on, blah, blah, blah. Salty Face I could just throw on and go about my life and I don't have to worry about it. So I feel like there's different ways that you could use this. You cannot go wrong either way you go. So if there was like a specific detail you liked about one over the other, choose that one. But it's a tie this time. So that's all I've got for today. But comment and let me know what you guys think and which one you liked better. I cannot decide, so you tell me. Give this a big thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel, but stay tuned and I will see you guys in the next video.